Hi everybody, my name is Elizabeth. Welcome back to my channel. And welcome to another episode of Should You Go Alone? Today I am at COSI, which is the Center for Science and Innovation here in downtown Columbus. And this I've always thought of in my head as being a kids museum, like a hands-on interactive thing that's mostly for kids and families. But they have a special exhibit here right now that I really wanted to see. And I thought, well, let me look at the rest of the museum too and see if maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is something that adults can do by themselves and enjoy. So we're going to go take a look at the museum and see what they have to offer and see if this is something that I think a single adult can realistically enjoy on their own. Now, check out my channel because I am also going to post a separate video about the special exhibit, which is called Unofficial Galaxies, and it is a Star Wars exhibit. I think it's a collection, like a private collection of different kinds of Star Wars memorabilia. So check out my channel for that video too. But let's go inside and see what this place is like. Hey everybody, future Elizabeth here. So it was incredibly crowded and very noisy the day that I went. And while my microphone does a pretty good job of muffling the surrounding sound and picking up just my voice, when there's a kid screaming in the room, it can only do so much. So I did my best to edit that kind of stuff out, but I do apologize if there's a lot of extra noise and loud children. But anyway, enjoy. Okay, I'm going to start in the natural history side because they have a sharks exhibit and a dinosaur exhibit. And who doesn't love sharks and dinosaurs? Right. Okay, as I suspected, this is just a cast of a skeleton, not the actual bones. I'm pretty sure that one that's silver over there, I'm gonna, bet that that's just a cast too. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so this is a T-Rex scale model and just shows what it's like walking. Okay, does anybody else see anything wrong with this? Watch. Foot goes down, and then the other foot's already coming up before the other foot is on the ground. It's like he's, I don't know, skipping or something. I don't. Let me know if you think I'm right or wrong. Am I imagining that? But I feel like that's not right. It looks like he's skipping, and that's not actually accurate. But I could be wrong. All right, I feel like I found some that are actually legit. It doesn't say that they're a cast or a fabrication or anything, so they are Apatosaurus neck bones. This is taller than me. Yeah, this one's a cast too. It's a cast of a titanosaur. Okay, an example of one of the interactive things. You can push buttons and light up the tracks to see what the different tracks look like for the different dinosaurs. This is just a replica of something that they found. If you can't tell by the creases running down it. Okay, but these tracks looks like they're authentic. Another cast, but a pretty cool one. I assume they both are. Oh. Yep, this one's a cast too. But you know, you don't see stuff like this in every museum, even if they do have dinosaurs. Pretty cool. Okay, but I don't think this one's a cast. It doesn't say it is. All right, more casts. It does tell you where the original, it does say where the original specimens are, so that's good in case you want to actually go see the real ones. But it'd be nice if a little more was real. Oh, I think this one is real. Yeah, this one doesn't say it's a cast, so I'm assuming it's real. That's pretty cool. See, they have like little holes where you can like touch a fossil. Yeah, more casts. Yep, these ones aren't real either. Yep, these are all casts of things that are found elsewhere. Okay, another cast, but still cool to see a full Stegosaurus. Yep, and another cast. Here we go. All right, as you can see, I'm still in the dinosaur area. It's very hands-on. There's a lot of like games, or this is like a guessing game. It looks like with different kinds of feathers. Um, Very colorful, very kid-friendly. Obviously, you can't touch everything, but there's a lot of areas where you can, touch a fossil and, like play different games and things like that. So not completely kiddie, not like a kids museum, but definitely like geared toward kids, keeping kids engaged and entertained and helping them to learn. Okay, I'm on my way to the sharks exhibit, and I just had to show you guys this because they're so cool. They're all different shark pieces of shark artwork, and it looks like they're all done by chalk on like that black backgrounds. And there's more on the other side of the hall. Really cool. And then some piranhas. All right, in the shark exhibit. Oh, those are screens behind me. I'm not sure. Oh my. I'm not sure if they're going to have any actual like fish tanks with sharks in here or not. I think this is another temporary exhibit. Um, so I'm not sure if that's something they could do with the traveling exhibit. We might just be seeing like videotapes or, um, maybe some fossils and some recreations and things like that. These are just the screens still. Okay, confession time. This is, of course, a fake megalodon. I have a guilty pleasure in that I really, really love giant monster movies like Godzilla and like The Meg and Jurassic Park and anything that is possibly absurd, that is, causing havoc in our world by a giant monster, I kind of love. So, King Kong, Godzilla, yeah, and it kind of matters if it gets a little too hokey. Like, I really love the first Meg movie, but the second one got a little too ridiculous for me. But yeah, so I saw this and I was like, oh, I love that movie. A whale shark. That eye is bothering me that it doesn't look very realistic. Like, I feel like you get down there and it looks pretty good, and then I look at this eye and it just looks so sad and so lifeless. I thought you couldn't paint it better. That's all right. I'm being too critical. Okay, let's talk about the shark exhibit. Um, I was a little disappointed in the way some of the sharks looked. Like, they didn't look very realistic, and they weren't. They were just like statues and things like that. And I thought I've seen these sharks either in person at an aquarium or on Shark Week on the Discovery Channel or something like that. And I'm like, those don't look quite good, you know. It was also very small. It was fine, I'm sure, for kids and things like that. But if you want to see like a good shark exhibit, go to the Newport Aquarium. Or if you can't make it there, check out my vlog. I did a vlog several months ago on the Newport Aquarium, and they have an incredible shark exhibit with actual real sharks. And so just see this exhibit after seeing that is it's a letdown, I'm not going to lie. But if you don't have access to a cool aquarium with sharks, I suppose this is an okay replacement. But I actually just stopped here because I saw something as I was walking to some more exhibits that I want to show you. So
Pedal, pedal hard, and looking great. You're looking good. And your head to that halfway point right there. Looking good. Keep it going just like that. You're 3/4 of the way there. Going. We're good. 3, 2, 1. Stop. And bring it on back towards me. Go up that same nice steady momentum you had before. That looks great. Just bring it in just like that. You're doing perfect.
all right, so this exhibit is called Energy Explorers, and I feel like it kind of says that it is kid friendly. And if I did take a look in there, and it's all very hands on, like games and experiments and stuff to do. I'm not going to go in there just because there are a lot of kids. And while I don't completely avoid filming kids, I try to avoid focusing on them. And it's going to be impossible in there, so I'm not going to go in. And again, it looks very kid like, so we're going to stay out here. But I did see this, and it is like the moon lander kind of spinning around for reasons. This is Waves of Wonder, an immersive projection experience. I am intrigued. Oh, I feel like it's not on. So it looks like there's a science fair in here. Oh, that's disappointing. All right. Trying to hit the target on the ceiling. Nope. There it goes. going into the ocean exhibit. This is pretty cool. Glad I was paying attention because I was going to walk over there to stand out of the way, and I could potentially get wet. Okay, so there are fountains over there that you can play in. There are these water guns that you can shoot different things. There's some kind of like wave pool thing over there. Pretty cool. Okay, so while that part was more focused on water, this looks like it's almost like a submarine. Oh yes, there's a submarine in the water here. Oh, it looks like maybe kids can go in. Yeah. Okay, so they do this outdoor part too. I think was that checkers with traffic cones, some kind of weird pipe organ thing, and then this giant lever with a car on the end. I know I was seeing some kids lift it before, pulling on the two different. Yeah, it takes more than one, but I was seeing some people move it. So there's one there in the middle, but there's also one at the very end. And then they have these things called whisper dishes. And if you whisper into the one, they can hear them on the other end. I think they were whispering scandalous things to each other because that lady just started laughing and has been giggling ever since. All right, let's go into the progress exhibit. They also have the history of COSI. I'm not as interested in that. So let's see. Oh, looks like a town, population 60. Oh, that's the COSI exhibit. It's very small. This is cute. Colonel Corn Inn. Checkers and everywhere. So I don't see a whole lot of like little plaques or anything to tell you about what we're looking at. It's mainly just a little town replica. It's a telegraph office. Hardware. Oh, there's like a stable up there. Well, that's kind of cool. You got Fear Street and Hope Street. So it's kind of just like kids can come in and play around like in an old timey city, but it's not. Other than just seeing what it was like, it's not very informative. Like, so it's not like a museum like that I generally go to because I like to go to museums where I learn. And this is just kind of showing what looks like the development through time. So that was like what 1860, whatever it said in here. I think 1898, and I think this is 1962. And again, we're not going to find out a whole lot about actual information about it, but we're going to see like a 60s diner. So, I mean, it's cool to walk through, and it's pretty cool for kids to see what it says back then. Like, there's a black and white TV right there. But as far as actually learning, at least for an adult, not a ton of it. It's a cool car though. I can see what a telephone booth is. Yeah. Okay, one thing I didn't show in that progress area was that at the very end there was like a little 1960s news studio, and so like a kid could sit at the desk and read from a teleprompter, and there was like a camera there. I didn't record it because there were actually kids in there using it, but that was probably the coolest thing about it. But again, not a whole lot of like learning to be had if you're an adult, but a lot of like hands-on. This would have been like if it to be in the 1890s or the 1960s or whatever. All right, this is the gadgets area, and I'm not going to go in because it is very loud and it is full of kids. So there's no way I'm going to be able to record anything without getting a lot of kids on camera. So it's for kids. That's about it. Like, there's nothing that I'm looking at that I'm going to be like, oh, I want to go do that or try that. It's like, oh, yeah, that looks like fun for kids, you know? So, yeah, there's one more thing, so let's go see it. I don't know if my mic is picking it up, but it is making very quiet sounds because it is a giant harp. Okay, I saw some of this from downstairs, and I don't know if you can tell, but it is a giant wire sculpture of a human skeleton. So there's the skull, like right there's the skull with its eye sockets and its mouth, and then like goes back, its rib cage, and then a leg, and then an arm going all the way down to the hand. Yeah, I didn't realize what it was when I was downstairs. All right, so this is the last exhibit that I'm going to go in, other than the special one. And let's see if there's stuff in it to do for non-kids. Okay, call me crazy, but I think they do actual work in here. I might be wrong, but like, I know this is a fake dummy, but like, I feel like there are like doctors in there, and it's talking about like, hey, are you within the ages of like 6 and 7? This will only take 15 minutes. Can you talk to us? So I feel like at sometimes they have like actual doctors in here doing research. It does say up there labs in life. I don't know. Someone who's been here before, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that might be the case. But there are a lot of hands-on exhibits here, um, testing flexibility, um, strength, different kinds of performance, talking about nutrition, um, resting heart rate. Again, all hands-on and all very busy and crowded. So, all right. Well, I basically at least gone and attempted to experience everything that they have here. I was a little disappointed that that projection thing about waves was not working because I thought, oh, this might be kind of cool, but it wasn't. But I basically saw everything else minus the thing that's for really little kids. And I'm going to say no. If you're a single adult that's looking for something to do by yourself, this is probably not going to be your best bet unless this special exhibit is going to be worth it. But just for COSI itself, it's for families and kids, and that's okay because we need stuff for just families and kids. But if you're looking for something to do by yourself, it's probably not going to be your best bet. There's a planetarium here, but it is an extra cost, and I just didn't want to pay that today. Um, but hey, it is a great place to come. Like if you have kids, or if you have nieces and nephews, or godkids, or whatever, and you're looking for something to do, this is a fun place to come. It is expensive, $30 a ticket for an adult. Kids obviously are cheaper, but you know when paying for one person, I'm like, all right, I'll pay that, fine, you know. But um, every time I think about like how much these families had to pay, I think, I don't know, is it worth it? Maybe. I don't have kids, so maybe it is. But Yeah, great place for families and kids. Not so much if you're a single adult. So maybe find something else to do. Check out my other videos if you want better ideas for something to do by yourself. Well, I am actually off to see the Star Wars exhibit. That is going to be a separate video. It's probably already on my channel. So if you want to see that, go check out that other video. If you like this video, give it a like and a subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Lead the Life Blog. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.